Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to review this off-grid. It's a small off-grid system. It consists of 200 amp hour 24 volt batteries. You can see here, that's the model number. One is a Redodo and Power Queen. So they're both 25.6 volt, 100 amp hour. This one is the same. Yeah. And I know the person gonna say it's two different batteries, and you always hear not to mix lithium batteries. But I have them in parallel, so they are working both separate independently. Now you can see you have the positive and the negative right there. Over on this side, from the positive, now we come down to a fuse, and from the fuse it goes straight onto this inverter. It's called reliable. Yeah, I don't see the reliable name on it, but that R is for reliable. Oh yeah, there it is. Reliable electric. All right, and it's a 24 volt inverter, 1500 watt. Now it's very small, but this inverter has been running two fridge now for a good part of 3 years, and it's never given any trouble. When I run the fridge, I just use an extension, plug the extension in, and both fridges are plugged to this extension, and that's how I run it. Now I'm gonna test it with this, just for demonstration purpose, with this toaster oven. It's a 750 watt. Look at the bottom here. Yeah. Probably not gonna see that. Yeah, can hardly see it, but it's a 750 watt toaster. I'm going to plug it and run it. But before we get there, let's look at the setup. So it's from the fuse, it comes here. Yeah, working the camera alone. So the red wire comes to the positive. The inverter has two cooling fans. These fans are loud though. And the negative side comes through this, we call this lock off isolator. Alright, so it's from that isolator, and that goes back to the battery. Alright, so that's how we hook this up. Now, like I said, I'm gonna test it out. Alright. Now, to charge these batteries, the solar comes in through these two wires, as shown on a previous video, of the 3 panels that are connected in series. Those panels, the wires come down here and through this breaker, from the breaker through these wires into the charge controller. This is a different unit now from the hybrid unit. The hybrid unit has the charge controller already built in. That's it, it's built in there already. So the wires for these are the wires now for from the 7 panel, from the 9 panels, should say, and it goes into the inverter right here. So the charge control is already built in. But this unit, this is just an inverter, so you know you have to have a charge controller. So the charge controller is here. This is it's a EP Ever charge controller. It's 40 amps. This thing just works. And the one nice thing about this charge controller, it doesn't have any cooling fans. It's the cooling fins, and nothing to fail, fan to fail or anything like that. So they just work. It has a screen here. Just gonna show you the screen. And currently you can see there's 111 volts coming in. The batteries are full. Look at, yeah, it's absolutely full. There's no power going to the battery. No power is being used, so it's gonna remain there until we plug something in and use some of the power out of the battery, and then the charge control will start to charge the battery. All right, so let's start testing. All right, let's plug this into the right there. All right, see, we have this. This is what you call a kilowatt meter. You can track how much wattage or amps any appliance is using, a 110 appliance. So we're gonna start up there. All right, see, we turn it on. As you can see, you see the wattage climb. It's using about 700 and say, yeah, it's moving around a little over 700 watt. And as you can see, there's our volt. It's not too clear, but that says 117 volt. The wattage is still around the same. We're gonna look and see if the charge controller is gonna pick up that we're using current and start to recharge about the battery. May take a while to do that. So this can tell you this system is a small system. So you don't have to have large systems if you have a specific thing that you need to do. I personally, I wouldn't buy about this system again. When I bought it, I would definitely buy a bigger inverter, but I have it already. So I just run the two refrigerators with it. It's a 1500 watt. I would definitely buy a 3000 watt if I were to do this again. It could run more things. This only, you know, you're limited by the size inverter you have. So as you can see that it's getting red. All right, and there the fan goes. Like I said, it's a bit loud, but it works. It has never failed so far. And you can see now, look at that. See, we are now taking power from the solar panel, going straight into the battery, so it can run the toaster. All right, we're gonna turn it off, and then we see what happened to the amperage there. All right, the toaster is now off, and the amperage should take its time and drop, because there is no load on the inverter anymore. So let's see what happens. So like I said, this inverter is a EP ever. It worked well. It's been working well. See, we're still bringing in 14 amps. It's just recharging by the battery. All that it's doing. I set these battery to cut off roughly about 28 volt. It's currently at 27 volt. So once it reaches 28, it will stop charging the battery. So you can see it's going back up 27.1. It's gonna keep climbing until the battery is full again. But this is definitely a small system. Like I said, it's an off-grid system. It's not connected to any utility. You just plug your extension in, use whatever you want to use. It could be a coffee maker, could be whatever you picked it, a microwave, something you want to use without affecting a large system, you just want to have something specific to run, you can use something like this, and this would do fine. Like I said, I run 2 refrigerators, 1 standing fridge and a deep freeze on it, and it's doing fine for years now. And the 2 batteries are just good. I may add another battery, but for right now I have no issues with these and they work well. So that's it. 25.6 volts, 100 amp hour. I still think I see these being sold on, I bought these off Walmart. I think they're still on Walmart. Yeah, Walmart, we got these 2 batteries off. And the inverter, it was last, I got the off, this one was bought off Amazon. Alright, so here we go. We're still, let's go check back on the battery. As you can see it's climbing. It's going back up to the 28 volt. We just use a little bit of power to the battery. Now it's charging back up the battery to get it topped off again. So that's how it works. That's how it works. Alright, so that's a quick review on this small system. Like I said, any questions can be asked, and you can leave your comment and I will respond. Alright, let's run it one more time. So you can see. $717 watt. Using a lot of power. Should hear the fan coming anytime now. You can see the toaster is already about to get red. There we go. Look at that. So a small system like this can do a lot of things. So see, we have a fuse here for protection. When it's short, the fuse will blow. And these batteries, they are built in, they have BMS inside, so they are circuit protected also. Alright, so here the inverter fan come back in. Like I said, it's if you are gonna get an inverter like this, you have to put it somewhere where noise doesn't disturb you or doesn't affect you. It's loud compared to the hybrid. When the hybrid is running, you don't hear it, but this one, once it's running, it is loud. Yeah. And it will run and then it will stop. Cool. And it will run again and stop as needed. Alright, you can hear it, it stops. Alright. I'm gonna pull this, I'm gonna make another video and pull this inverter down because it needs to be cleaned out. It's been running now about 3 years and there's a lot of dust inside. So I'm definitely gonna pull it down and give it a, yeah, let's clean it out. They can run another 3 years. Don't want to buy another one. Alright, so thanks for watching. I will see you on another video. Don't forget to subscribe and add a comment on the video. Also like the video. I'll keep making content like this. I want to keep making solar, not only solar videos, but I'll make other content. So if you're interested in solar, I definitely for now making solar videos. Alright, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.